On Larry King Now, a woman who needs no introduction, the unstoppable Betty White. What keeps you going?
What did you have in mind? If you don't think of death as an enemy, if you think of death as another adventure coming up, it doesn't hurt as much.
This attraction for animals, where did that start?
In the womb. I just find them fascinating, eternally fascinating.
Plus,
Oh,
Biscuit, the king dog.
Biscuit! Hello, sweetheart.
What the hell is going on? Is that Biscuit? He never barks. What did you do to him, Betty?
I didn't hurt him.
It's all next on Larry King Now. Welcome to Larry King Now. She is one of the most celebrated and beloved entertainers in American history. With over 70 years in the business and 7 Emmy Awards, Betty shows no signs of stopping. Her current hit sitcom, Hot in Cleveland, is now in its 5th year on the TV Land Network. It airs Wednesdays at 10 p.m. Eastern. Her hilarious prank show, Betty White's Off Their Rocker, is in its 3rd season, now airing on the Lifetime channel at 10 p.m. Eastern on Friday nights. And 3rd visit with Betty White on Larry King Now. You turned 92. How did you celebrate?
Oh, just by well, I'm not a big party girl, so I kind of tried to keep it as quiet as I could. So I went out to dinner with some close friends and that. But on the actual birthday, my golden retriever and I sat home and had a couple of vodkas and just had a wonderful time.
The golden retriever had one too?
Yes, of course.
He drinks.
Well, he doesn't drink, but when I come home, we film on Friday night, and when I come home, he meets me at the door, and I don't know why, but somehow he turns around and leads me right to the ice machine. He knows where I'm headed.
I remember on your 90th birthday, we did a whole special that you couldn't come to.
I know.
I was on that special you were at home, like, watching.
Yeah, well, I wound
You
up
had the flu.
I wound up in the hospital, and then I saw it afterwards, but bless your heart, thank you.
You had a bed. Did you not get a flu shot? Is that it?
Al, I did. It just didn't take. I love that shirt on you.
Thank you. How do you keep your energy, darling? How do you do it?
I don't do anything. I'm just the luckiest old broad in the world to have the good health that I do.
What keeps you going?
What did you have in mind?
Do you fear leaving the planet?
Oh, no. Oh,
Come on.
I look forward.
I fear it.
Oh, I don't. I'm so curious. We all know everything about everything. My mother taught me this. We know the answers to everything, or we can find out the answers. But the one thing we can't find out is what happens that moment after.
You can think, you know.
You can
or
think,
you have faith.
You can be religious. You can all those things, but you don't know for certain. I just find it fascinating. I'm curious, and the older I get, the curiouser I get.
But what if it's nothing?
What if it's nothing? I won't know that.
You can't lose on that.
It's a win-win situation.
I hear you recently returned to your favorite place to be, the zoo. You flew to the Reed Park Zoo in Tucson, Arizona, to meet 3 baby lion cubs and an elephant.
Oh, yeah.
There you are.
Oh, yes, those are my babies.
You went there just to meet them?
Well, yes, because they had these 9-week-old lion cubs, and I got to hold them all. I've worked with the Los Angeles Zoo for over 50 years, so we work very closely.
This attraction for animals, where did that start?
In the womb. My mother and dad were the same way, exactly. I just find them fascinating, eternally fascinating. And the more you learn about them, the more fascinating they get.
When you go to a zoo on a private visit, you get a lot of attention?
I get to go backstage. I get to go back where I can get my hands on everything that you can get your hands on.
Any animal you're afraid to go near?
Nope.
None?
None. Oh, it may be the 2-legged one. That's the only one that I have a little problem with.
Ivan Tors, the great producer who produced Flipper,
yes,
told me if an animal is fed, if they're fed, he's not afraid to go near any animal. A shark, he wouldn't care if they were fed.
Yep.
Do you have a favorite animal?
That's tough. It's like somebody with 8 children, who's your favorite child? I love them all. Some, of course, more than others, but any animal I find fascinating.
Any animal you haven't met, you want to meet?
Well, Coco, the gorilla, is one of my best friends.
No, but is there an animal, a species? There you are with the gorilla.
Oh, that's my Coco. That's my
Is
baby.
there a species, any animal that Betty White would like to be with that she hasn't been near?
Maybe a walrus. I'd love to see one. Yeah.
I like walruses.
Is it walruses or walrus?
Good question. They have whiskers.
I know, I love them. But I've never been near enough one to touch.
Do you take any kind of medicine or something? Do you take vitamins? How do you keep? You've never lost an inch of brain power, right?
That's easy for you to say. Yes, I have.
What's gone?
My intelligence, what I used to call my intelligence.
Do you have memory loss?
Nope. No, I'm pretty good.
So what have you lost? You haven't lost anything.
Yeah, well, it's not so much lost, it's dropped.
Explain the Betty White at age 92. Explain your sex drive. We've discussed this before.
Yes, we have.
But we've never
you never call, you never write.
Does that never leave you, Betty? Is that still there?
Yes. I know that's a little disgusting for an old broad. I size somebody up and find him attractive. I don't do anything about it.
Why not?
Because he's not interested in a 92-year-old woman.
If he were, would you do it?
No.
Why not? Aha.
Well, I tell you, you don't want to disappoint somebody. And when you've had the best, who needs the rest?
Was Alan Ludden the best?
Yes.
What was so special about that marriage?
Because he was everything that he purported to be. You'd see him on camera and he was charming and all that. But when you got to know him, he really was that person. He wasn't somebody being somebody on camera. That was the
So when he got home, he was the same as...
Same, and he did such a courting. He was a good courter. He wouldn't take no for an answer. I was saying, no, I won't marry you for a year.
What's a day in the life of Betty White like? We'll find out. Stay tuned. We're back with the great, delightful, wonderful Betty White. She is a national institution. I don't mean that in the mental state. Before we ask about anything else, we just lost Mickey Rooney.
Yes.
Do you know Mick?
Oh, yes.
What are your thoughts?
We did a show together thousands of years ago. He was at MGM and they were doing. I was going with one of the fellows who worked at MGM, but I met Mickey there, and he said, "I'm doing a play. I'm doing a show, a musical, just to put a show together with people who work on the lot." He said, "Will you come and be in the play?" I said, "Well, Mickey Rooney asked you to do something, sure." Well, it turned out I got the lead, and my mom and dad and I my dad had an office in Hawaii, and I had never been there. And I was so counting on it. We were supposed to leave and go to Hawaii. Well, when Mickey Rooney invited me to do the show, we canceled the trip to Hawaii so that I could do the show.
What was it like working with him?
It was wonderful, but by Mickey making us cancel, had we been over there, we would have been there for a week. It was Pearl Harbor week. We would have been interned, and we would never have gotten home.
Wow.
So it was, working with him was a delight.
Great actor.
Fine actor. He could do anything.
What do you think of Letterman leaving?
Oh, I'm going to miss him. I have fun with him. I love him, and I'm going to miss him with Jay and David and everybody.
You did them all, right?
Yeah. Well, I did their shows, yes.
Yeah, forgive me. All right. You think we'll see a woman host a late night show someday?
Someday, I think so. I think someday we'll have a woman president. I just, it's, you know, it's
Inevitable.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know when, but eventually.
But this is retiring year. Barbara Walters is leaving.
I know.
What do you make of that?
Yeah, well, that again is an institution.
You know, Frank Sinatra told me that one of the saddest things about aging is losing your friends.
Yeah, well, Mickey just lost a good friend.
You must have lost a lot when you reached 92.
And it hurts each and every time. But again, if you don't think of death as an enemy, if you think of death as another adventure coming up, it doesn't hurt as much.
What's a typical day in the life of Betty White?
I get up in the morning with a golden retriever.
What time do you usually get up?
About 6:30, 6:45.
What do you do when you get up?
Get a shower and go down and start the day, because I usually have mail piled up on the dining room table. And
Do you eat a hearty breakfast?
Read the paper. Well, I don't if I'm left to my own devices, but I have a wonderful housekeeper who puts something in front of me, and I don't want to be rude, so I eat it.
And when do you go to, now how do you space your time? You got Hot in Cleveland, you got the 2 shows going.
Yeah.
So how do you do them?
It works out well if you love to work. If you think, oh, I've got to go to work today, then it's
Correct.
a chore.
How about a day in the life of Betty White in 1980? You were a sexy woman. I mean, then you and Alan were really going at it in 1980, right?
Then I was. I hate the way.
Oh,
you
I'm
put
not
that.
saying then. Okay, I apologize.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
All right, I apologize.
No, we were. Well, I wouldn't say going at it. I wouldn't say that.
But you do you get bothered by paparazzi?
Yes, that's a bit of a problem. I left the girls and I did a photo shoot the other day, and they were. When I pulled away, the driver pulled off the curb, and sure enough, they're on our tail. Well, you don't want to let them know where you live. Of course, everybody knows where I live, so it really doesn't matter. But we went all over town, and they were on every turn on our tail the whole time. So finally, I went to one of our producers and pulled into her parking garage and switched cars. So I aced them.
Do you get angry ever?
Yes.
At what angers you the most?
Oh, unkindness or meanness. Meanness makes me furious.
Cruelty to animals, too. That would be the worst.
Oh, well, that's untenable.
Betty and the girls of Hot in Cleveland are back for their 5th season. More on that after the break. Betty is our first ever 3rd-time guest on Larry King Now, so we have a
Really? I didn't know that.
a little friend to come visit her that she met at our house. Here comes Biscuit, the king dog.
Biscuit! Hello, sweetheart. Hello. Come on up. Come on up. Come on up. Yes. Oh, he is.
There's one truism about Biscuit. He will not lick you. He does not lick.
He doesn't.
And he will not bark.
I just can't believe that I'm seeing you again. I was hoping, and then I thought, well, no, probably not. And here he is.
Sean's assistant, Robin, brought him all the way from Beverly Hills. He's a Beverly Hills dog.
Of course.
Meaning he's very spoiled.
Very spoiled.
Expects only the best. You know, I never see his tongue. It's very rare to see his. He doesn't stick it out much.
Is it warm?
He's a
warm?
little
Are
excited.
you warm? Yes. Well, we can be right here. All right, let's do this. Okay? You're not as much on camera. Well, yes, I guess you are. All right, sweetheart. Oh.
You just started your 5th season of Hot in Cleveland. Did you ever think the show would go this far?
No. I was surprised when the pilot got picked up. I was real busy at the time, and they asked me to do the pilot, and I said, I just can't. Well, I'll do the pilot, but I can't promise, if the show should get picked up, and I thought it never will. Well, 5 years later, I'm still having a wonderful time.
You get along so well with the cast?
Oh, you just can't believe what great gals they are.
And you weren't supposed to be the star, right? You were supposed to be an addendum, and now you're the star.
I'm not the star.
You're the star.
There's no way. With those girls, don't be silly, but I'm thrilled to still be aboard.
Can you compare it to working with Golden Girls?
Insofar as it's the group of ensemble women, but These girls are all very sexy and very, very with it, where the four of us Golden Girls, we didn't admit it, but we were a little past the prime.
Why is that show a hit, Hot in Cleveland?
Hot in Cleveland? I think it's the honesty. It's just a simple, old-fashioned sitcom. There's nothing modern or different about it. It's just one of the classic sitcom formats, and I think sometimes the audience looks for that rather than all the shocking stuff.
What have you done to Biscuit? Because Biscuit is normally docile and very calm, and he sleeps a lot, he's very sweet, and he loves our boys. And now he's hot. I think he wants, I don't know how to say this, but look at him, his tongue, I never see his tongue is hanging out. He's breathing a mile a minute. What do you have, Betty?
I think they pick up on the fact that you adore them. I think
Really?
because I can handle zoo animals that other people can't go near, and I think they just read you. I think what they read is a total lack of fear. A lot of people say, "Oh, I love animals. No, I'm not afraid," but if you put them with a tiger, and there's a little,
Some people are not. My two boys, Cannon, the 14-year-old, loves him, cuddles him. Chance, the 15-year-old, he's an addendum. You go, "Hi, Biscuit, nice seeing you." Cannon picks him up, hugs him, takes him around the house. You either have it or you don't for dogs.
That's right, but the animals pick up on it like that.
Yeah, they know.
Yeah, they know, don't you?
Would you go back on Saturday Night Live?
Yeah, oh, I sure would. I had the most fun with that game.
Do they ever call you to audition for anything? I think you've passed that.
I don't know when the last time I had to go in to read for something, but sometimes I go in just to check the chemistry, to read with somebody, so you see if you work right together.
What do you think when you see young talents like Justin Bieber, Lindsay Lohan, Chris Brown, who have all this fame and all this talent and seem to abuse it?
I get furious, if you must know. I think it's such an ungrateful thing to do. Do you know the millions of people on this planet who would sell their eye teeth to do what we're doing? And for them to think, well, I've got it coming to me, I'm a star. No, I just think it's unforgivable.
Don't you think fame is dangerous, though? Did you have fame early? How old were you when people started recognizing you?
Oh, I guess about 20.
20?
Yeah.
How did you handle it?
Well, you thank them profusely. I was doing 5.5 hours a day, 6 days a week, live with no script or anything. And it was first with a disc jockey, Al Jarvis, then he left the show and I inherited it. So I did it for 4 years. It was like going to television college. Whatever happened, you had to handle. There was no choice.
Didn't the boys always chase you? I mean, come on, let's be honest. You were a dame.
Well,
in the highest sense of the word. And
I'm such an old-fashioned stupid vert. I could never chase a boy. They always had to, it was always had to be their idea.
Girls call boys now.
Well, but there's always a way of making, you can even lie to yourself and make it, you think it's his idea when you're not averse to it at all.
We have discussed this before. I just saw him 2 weeks ago. We did an event together for the young presidents. Do you still lust for Robert Redford?
Yes. In a word, yes.
You told me if Redford came to your door, the slippers are off. And maybe more.
Well, I won't go that far. I don't want to put him on the spot. No, but I'm a tremendous fan, not just because he's such a charmer, but it's his environmental interests that get to me.
He's tremendous.
He's such a good environmentalist.
After the break, Betty and Biscuit will take your questions, and we'll play a game of If You Only Knew. Stay with us.
Well, is this a good boy?
Going to go out and sell lemonade.
Oh, wonderful.
Betty White and I are opening a lemonade stand.
White King Lemonade.
White King Lemonade.
Or King White Lemonade.
King White Lemonade.
Yeah, that's probably better. Here come the pigeons now.
Okay. You sure you don't want to give it to them?
No, you gotta sell it. There we go.
Hey,
Betty, love it. Nice, Betty. All right.
dollar?
Dollar, yes,
Dollar?
absolutely.
$1. This is King White lemonade. That was a great day, man.
Oh, we had a good
I was
time.
going to give it away free, but not Betty. Let's charge it.
And a little lemonade, too.
Okay, we have some fan questions for you.
Yes, sir.
Johnny Buckle on Facebook. Would you handle fame the same way if you were 22 now?
I hope so. Yeah. It's never something you did. You've always got to think of it as the privilege of the world to get to this point.
Jenny Keller via Facebook. Are you able to go out and shop, or are you bombarded by fans?
It's not bombarded, but everybody is very friendly. And
They love you, Betty. You're a
well, all right, sweetheart.
national.
I'm going to
Big-
put.
All right, put him down now.
Yeah. All right, sweetheart.
Biscuit has to go home.
Bye, Thank you for
You're welcome.
surprising me.
Bryson Knox. What role would you like to be remembered for?
I think Life with Elizabeth, maybe, or the Golden Girls.
Mary Tyler Moore.
On Mary Tyler Moore. How lucky can you get?
Yeah.
You maybe get one big series, or maybe two, but to get three, and now Hot in Cleveland is.
4.
Yeah, so we're just having a ball.
Jason Reed on Facebook. Do you regret turning down any role?
No, I regret not getting, some that you would have loved to have done, but nope.
Cody Joe Brown asks, in your years as an actress, even though you are so upbeat, what's the saddest thing you could say is prevalent in the business? What about the business makes you sad today?
Some of the ingratitude, some of the people who get to a very good point and they don't appreciate it. They think it's coming to them. They think it's their due. It isn't. There's always somebody right over there who can do it better.
Mr. Louis Salazar on Instagram, what has been the significance of the gay community in your career, and what do you have to say to those against gay advances like gay marriage and the like?
Oh, I don't care who you sleep with, whom you sleep with. I don't. It's what kind of a human being are you? I've
never understood why people have.
I don't understand. It's such a personal, private business, and none of mine.
You're so right. Duck and Tigers 13 on Instagram. Please tell us something candid from the set of Golden Girls that no one knows.
Oh, no one knows what a sense of humor, real sense of humor, B. Arthur had. They always think of her as very fierce and austere, and she did give that the image. She could be tough. She could be really tough. But she had a funny sense of humor, and she could tell a joke like nobody else.
It was a great show. Let's play a little game of If You Only Knew. I throw out questions, you answer. You remember the first person you ever kissed?
Yes, Ernest Ray. I was 14.
Where was it? Where did this happen?
Oh, this was my mom and dad and his mom and dad, and I took a little trip down to San Diego, and to go to the zoo, as a matter of fact. And as we're checking out of the hotel and stuff, he kind of hung back and he said, "May I kiss you?" Well, all I could think of was, don't ask me, just kiss me, but don't ask me, because then I have to say no. So that was not the most wonderful experience.
Is that Biscuit? He never barks. What did you do to him, Betty?
I didn't hurt him.
What the hell is going on? You have a favorite rap star?
Not been really into rap.
If not performing or working with animals, what would you do?
Be a writer. I'd write. I love to write.
If you were a game show host, what type of show would it be?
Oh, I love games. Any kind of games. Just line
games
one up, and I'd love to
I
do
love
it.
Jeopardy.
Oh, it's the
Can't answer
best.
half the
It's
questions,
the
but
best. So is Alex.
How he does it, by the way. Alex Trebek.
Oh, he's
Pronunciations and his knowledge.
And his knowledge, and he's such a warm, lovely man.
Yes, he is that. Dream co-star. Who would you like to co-star with?
Robert Redford.
Robert Redford.
Sorry.
You have a favorite curse word?
No. Hell and damn I use a lot. I don't use the four-letter words that much.
Person
Because
you'd
I
want-
don't spell damn with 4 letters. I just spell D-A-M.
I see. I see. Person you want to play you in a movie.
Me? Oh, Meryl Streep, of course.
Most embarrassing moment.
Oh, there have been so many, Larry.
Really?
Yeah, oh, sure. Well, you know, when you're on, for 4 years, I was on 5.5 hours a day, 6 days a week, live. So you, with a mouth and a sense of humor, if some things come out that you have no intention, no one should know that better than you.
You're not kidding. And finally, do you have a dream car?
A dream
Car.
car? Well, I couldn't dare say it about and let my seagull here. Seagull is I have a silver Cadillac, and I've had him for 4 years.
Siegel is his name?
Seagull. I name all my cars. I had a yellow caddy and it was canary, and then I had a green one that was parakeet.
And I have a seagull.
Yeah.
My thanks to you, my darling.
Thank you, my dear. It's a pleasure.
Betty White, America's sweetheart. Remember, you can watch her show Hot in Cleveland every Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the TV Land Network. Also, don't miss Betty White's Off Their Rockers. It's hysterical. Fridays at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Lifetime. Always, you can find me on Twitter at King's Things. And I'll see you next time.